Right now, we're going to, in fact, pick a pop check. It's that time.
It is time, and let's see. Should we spin the wheel, or you know what? We got her on the line right now. Let's seize the moment, shall we?
There we go. It's time for a conversation with Lisa Popcak. The question we'll be covering today: how can we create greater connection in our family and actually enjoy parenting more? Good morning to you, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Good morning. Let's seize the day here. I love it. We don't even spin the wheel. Here I am.
Love it.
Love
and
that.
the Father's Day weekend coming up.
Father's Day weekend coming up. And doesn't that make us think about family? And do we feel contented? Do we feel excited to be with our kids, whether it's our young kids or even our grown children? And we were very blessed, as I've mentioned before, to do a study with CARA, the Center for Research and Applied Science. And we discovered through that study how parents can really feel more connected, closer, create a more warm and faithful home, and even really increase the chances of having their kids remain Catholic for the rest of their lives, which is pretty huge these days. So as we go into Father's Day, as we think about parenting, and I know a lot of parents right now, especially the moms who are kind of fried. You know, we've gotten through the school year. We thought, okay, everything's going to be so much calmer now. And it's not. It's more chaotic because it's less scheduled. But I have one simple thing for parents of kids of any age to keep in mind, and that's affection and affirmation. If we can fit in times, even when we first see our kids, whether it's first thing in the morning every day or the first time we see them when they're visiting us as adult kids, and we make sure we're making that eye contact, our eyes light up, we let them know we're glad to see them, we give them that big hug. Throughout the day, we, rub their back as we go by. We give them another hug. We just make sure we're letting them know we're glad they're here, they're ours, they're alive, we love them. But the one I'd like to focus on today is the affirmation part. And we hear a lot about affirmations now. And a lot of parents, you can even see it if you're on social media, will go through affirmations before kids go out to the day. You know, I'm strong, I am smart, and they have their kids repeat it even into the mirror. This is a little bit different. This is affirming your children in virtues. So throughout the day, you're keeping a positive eye on your children, not to just catch them being good, but to see what virtues they may be employing during the day that you can then affirm in them. You can say, wow, you were so kind to your little brother when he wanted your toy and you gave it to him and you shared like that. Or you were so compassionate to your friend when they fell down and scratched their knee on their bike and you were really caring of them and went to make sure that they felt better. Or you were so responsible getting your chores done today. Or you were really friendly to those kids at the park. When we work to call out actual virtues, they were courageous by climbing up that monkey bars, even though your heart was, pounding in your chest. What we do is we let them know who they are in God and who they can be. And then when we go through things like that with them, I'm so smart, I'm so brave, they have real experience where they've seen you see the best, the godly, the most godly in them. And you're letting them know not only do they do it, but they're capable of growing in it. And you know what that does for us as parents? It's amazing. Suddenly, we feel like we're doing a good job. So that weariness, that anger, that feeling of, I can't do this anymore, starts to just evaporate. And it's replaced with, wow, God is really present here. I'm doing a good job. My child is growing, not just in inches, but in virtue, in character, in strength as a person of God. Wow, does that fuel us as parents? So it's a great way to start really connecting with your children, feeling better about each other as a family, and really planting the seeds for a lifelong close relationship with our children and for also our children to have with God.
Now, helicopter parenting could damage that, right? Because you're not giving them any individualism.
Helicopter parenting is more of that idea of like being worried about them all the time, trying to control their lives. So it is, I think you're very right, backing off enough to really be able to say, hey, I'm here. I can help you and guide you in things that you might need help with, because growing up is scary and hard, and it's still hard when we're adulting to feel like we're grown up and we wish somebody would come and help us. But it's not taking over everything for them. It's letting them do the things that they do, whether it's the chores we assign, the homework they have to do, or the fun they're having, the relationships they're growing in, whatever those things are, where instead of only making kind of verbal contact with them when we're correcting them, we're very quick to say, stop that. Don't do that. Do this instead. Why didn't you? And that's really draining for us as parents. It's depleting our relationship hugely. And then we think, well, why don't they like me? Why aren't we closer? Why don't we get along better? The fix for this is to start by doing these little things of saying, I'm going to look for virtues. And I have to say, in this time in history, we don't talk about virtue a lot, unless we find somebody who's really done something so amazingly heroic. But it's very easy. There are lists of virtues on the internet. There are lists of virtues in our parenting books, Parenting Your Kids with Grace, Parenting Your Teens and Tweens with Grace, which are both now available on Audible, in case you just want to listen to them and keep them in your head while you're running around and raising those kids. And also Discovering God Together. These lists of virtues are available. Write them down. Go over them every day. Keep them in your jeans pocket so that you can pull it out and say, okay, what can I find to recognize virtue in my child today or this morning? And then look at it at lunchtime. Because when we start thinking this way, it supercharges us as parents. We're on a mission to love our children, be close to our children, and raise them to be able to grow in Christ and be their best selves. And then we start to feel really great about parenting as well.
Love it. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for getting us ready for Father's Day. Continue the conversation. Continue listening in on the conversation as you tune in to More to Life today. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.